Hey YouTube, this is Little Big L here, and we're just gonna go over some spoilers for Buddy Fight. That's right, I also do card games. I like doing Buddy Fight, Vanguard, and all that. And recently I've just been scrolling around here, stumbled on this website, and then I see all these cards. So yeah, some of them I have seen, some of them I haven't, so let's just take a look. Doragon Dorai. This card cannot be chosen at the start of your fight, and if the flag you choose at the start of the fight is Dragon's Y, you may put this card in your deck. You may only use monsters with dragon. If your life would become 0, you may put this card from your hand on the top of Dragon's Y. If you do, put all cards from your field into the drop zone and your life becomes 5. Okay, so basically, through this, they somehow get a reviver. So, Dragon's Y, be happy with yourselves, because you're about to rule the meta. And I hate that. Okay, next up, we have Demonic Dragon Deity of the Black Sun, Gan. It is a size 10. There has never been one of these before. 15,000 power, 5 critical, and 12,000 defense. You can only use this if you have a Dragon's Dry flag. If you are transformed into this card cannot be destroyed nor returned to the hand, and its effects can't be nullified. When you are transformed during your opponent's next turn, they can't draw cards. When this card attacks, destroy all monsters on your opponent's field. Discard 2 size 3s from your hand, pay 2 gauge, and gain 5 life. Yeah, pretty strong. Yeah, they also explained in the recent episode of the anime for Buddy Fight that each of these is a different number in German. Ein is 1, Zwei is 2, and Dry is 3. So, just wanted to mention that. Okay. Next up, we have one of my favorites. I play Dungeon World Adventures, so I'm happy with myself and all the cards that I get. So, Mysterious Fortune Teller Sophia, pay 1 gauge. Nullify the abilities of a monster that is in battle with this card, and this ability can't be nullified. Okay, already pretty good. Key of Astreus. When this card enters the field, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 spell with set, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. Again, really good in Legend or Dungeon. Preferably Dungeon so you can get your mission cards. I would love that. Okay. Next, we're gonna skip the Zodiac. Just reasons. Same thing with Jackknife. Oh, this card. Yeah, sure. Systemic Black Dragon Bahamut Death Talca. Pay 4 gauge, then put up to 4 deep or armor knights from your drop zone into this card's soul. When you enter the field, you gain 2 life. He has 21,000 power. Again, okay, because it's easily counter removal through any means, so, Okay, this is starting good. Okay. Another one of my cards. Master Magician Suzuha, yes. When you cast a spell, put the top card of your deck into your drop zone. If that card is a spell, draw a card. Okay, sorry I paused for a moment because I was just thinking like, what and why? Okay, next card. Let's start. Chaos Blade Joker. When it's discarded, you may pay 1 life. If you do, you can call it from the drop zone without paying its call cost. When it enters the field, give a monster a crit. Good, consistent, can work in any kind of deck that involves discard. Next up, we have Yamageto. Sound of Mind. When an attack on of a card, your field is nullified by an opponent. If there's another 100 demons on your field, deal 2 damage. So basically, when they nullify this card's attack, they will basically just get dealt 2 damage. That's it. That's simple. Okay, basically I'm not gonna talk about any of these Danger World cards except for this one. I haven't seen this one yet, but let's go to Perfect Martial Arts Dual Seeker Deity Eclipse. So this is basically the final form of Tempest Enforcer. Pay 2 gauge and nullify Tempest Enforcer's lifelink. This gets a crit for each different card in the drop zone with Dual Seeker in its name. And it has quadruple attack, so yeah, pretty good. If you can get it up to 3, do massive plays. Next card, people are calling janky, which actually is Dual Jaeger. Also got another form. Dual Jaeger Deity Vortis. Pay 2 gauge and put this on top of a size 3 Dragon Chief Emperor. This card cannot be arrested by the effects, cannot be nullified by effects of your opponent's cards. Cards in this card's soul cannot be put into the drop zone due to effects. So basically, you have to keep punching this guy till he dies because you can't do anything else, sadly. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen, and I don't understand why do that, but Retainer of the Demonic Dragon Flinder. When this card enters the field, put the top card of your deck into your drop zone. If it's a dragon, put it into your hand, otherwise gain 1 life. Basically, this can go in regular Dragon War decks, like Dual Seeker. You just mill the top card, and if it's not you could add a Dual Seeker to your hand, or you could basically just keep it. Or you could just get a life, because you always need a life. Okay, let's do this card next. Return of the Demonic Dragon Zuku. Sorry, well, I'm just gonna, if I butcher something up, just, you can read it too. Put this card from your hand into the soul of a size 3. If this is in the soul of a size 3, it gets all good. No words. This is a beautiful card. It can go in literally any kind of base size 3 deck that doesn't involve Soul Guard. Let's move on to Darkness Dragon World. Abigail, Lusty. Black Sun Sky Deity Azidahaka Deiva. When it attacks a monster, you may pay 1 life. If you do, stand this card. Okay. This card is destroyed. Put up to 1 card from your deck into your hand. If you put a card to your hand, you take 2 damage. Okay. That is actually okay. I feel like this is the same, but Wizard of the Demonic Dragon enters the field, pay 2 life, search for Azidahaka Daiva. Just put in simple terms. And then this is Counterattack Abigail, pay 1 gauge. When this card is destroyed, put the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck into the drop zone and draw a card. Solid. Okay. Counterattack type Dragon Force. Realize that the release condition does not say 6 or less life, but the equip cost is if your life would become 0. Pay 2 gauge, discard a card from your hand, and your life becomes 1. This when you equip this card, destroy a monster on your opponent's field, put 5 cards from the top of their deck into the drop zone. Basically, a survive equip. Okay, next is Spawn of the Demonic Dragon, Negative Thought. When this card is put from your field into your drop zone, put the top card of the deck into the gauge. Then, if there are 3 or more world names in your drop zone, draw a card. Basically, it's a gauge and draw. Pretty nice. And Akio Death. When a death monster is destroyed, destroy one of your opponent's monsters. Then if you have 4 or more death monsters in your drop zone, deal damage. Okay. Now, if I sound weird, it's because it's pretty late and I just wanted to talk about these, so yeah. Heat Wave. Choose a monster on your opponent's field. During this turn, when a Sun Dragon monster attacks, destroy that monster. No, gosh, Sun Dragons always get everything. Hooray. Shining Sun Dragon Ball. When a card on your field attacks and deals damage, for this turn, this card gets plus 5,000. Okay. So basically, anything on your field attacks, it deals 5 damage. At the start of your final phase, put the top card of your deck into your gauge. That is actually usable, now that I read over its actual skill. Okay. Sorry you guys, we're gonna have to start speeding through this. I'm just trying to make this about 15 to 16 minutes. This is just another reprint of Sun Dragon Shield. Cavalry Dragon that lets you put a monster from your drop zone into your hand. And Megalex is Megalex destroys a monster. Handshake Dragon. When a card on your field stand by the effect of your card, put the top card of your deck into your gauge or draw a card. Good for Sun Dragons because they stole Adventurous mechanic and Dungeons mechanic of link attacking. And now Dragon Force Impact Form. Yeah, Impact monsters, Impact Form. Release condition if you have 6 life or less. If you have a Bile Dragon or Bile Soleil, pay 2 gauge at the start of your final phase, stand this card and it gets crit. Simple, easy. Gonna start wrecking lives. Okay, let's look at the new Zeta. Pay 1 gauge at the start of your final phase. You may discard a card from your hand. If you do, put this card onto your field. Put this card onto your field from the drop zone. Impact transform into a card with Zeta in its name from your deck by paying its impact transform cost. Put up to 1 card with Gem Clone in its name to your hand. So, this is basically, if you basically have this out on the field, sack it off, transform, impact transform, get a Gem Clone, and do crazy shenanigans. Discard this card from your hand and pay 1 gauge. If you do, put an impact monster from your drop zone to your hand. Even better. Okay, next up. That card is okay. I mean, just deals damage to your opponent and then makes them discard. Not a good card to build around. I haven't seen this one yet. Mikazuchi Mikika Forbidden Sword Strike. This card can only be called if you have 4 or more different Japanese blades. Japanese blades? This is probably gonna be your last set of support. Pay 3 gauge and put a Japanese blade from your field into this card's soul. Okay, let me retract that previous statement. You might get little support over time, but this is mainly your last set. If there are 7 or more different Japanese blade in your drop zone, this card gets critical +1, and when this card is attacking one, its attack can't be nullified. Double attack, move, penetrate, and soul guard. So, Here's basically what you do. See, Japanese Blade, it's not specifically just the monster. You can basically have items and all that, so that's what makes the deck great. It's just a 1003 crit, and put a set from your drops into your hand. Retainer of the Demonic Dragon Horned Serpent. At the end of this card's battle, you may return this card to your hand. If you do, you gain a life if you have a size 3. Simple, easy. Do Next Generation Gal formation with Dragon's Dry. Sorry, I have to have that accent. Staff of Grima. Rest this card, put the top card of your deck into your gauge. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. Chaos Blade Joker. Do random stuff. Taurus Centennial Toro. When this card enters the field, what now? Okay. Pay 2 gauge and put a size 3 72 pillars from your field to your drop zone. Counteract, discard 2 72 pillars from your hand. If you do, return all cards from your opponent's field to the hand. This is pretty good. A reprint of Nice One. At the beginning of your attack step, draw a card. That's good. He is my Warden Savior. My backup is Star Dragon World. Release condition basically just nullifies all effects on the field. Liberate Shoot. Okay. Oh yeah, this card. This is the last card we'll talk about. When this card, you may discard this card. If you do, choose in battle for this turn, gets plus 2000. Then, if the chosen card is the Gaian card that we talked about earlier, and there are no cards in your hand, it gets plus 30,000 defense. Dry is definitely about to soon become meta. Also, real quick note, adventures are, in my opinion, better than knights. I mean, they don't do night adventures anymore, and plus adventures getting all these dual cards. My favorite would probably have to be her right now. Best. Okay, well, thanks for watching this. This is just info on some stuff from Buddy Spoiler. Again, thank you to Hunter Surge for telling me about this, and have a great day.